Hey there, Zelda Universe / ZeldaInformer. I'm here with Lex from Zelda Informer, and I'm obviously Jason from Zelda Universe, and we just found out a bunch of stuff about Skyward Sword from a very nice and knowledgeable Nintendo representative
in
Nintendo's
representative.
A few Nintendo representatives. Yes, we do love you. Yes, we love the Nintendo representative. Anyways, we have a lot of thoughts up here about that and things and stuff, and we want to spit them out to the camera together right now.
As friends. Let's begin.
Let us begin. All right, so we learned about the beginning of the game. Link wakes up in Skyloft, and there's a whole beginning section where you meet the people in Skyloft. You meet Link's bird, which we're not sure if it's akin to Epona yet, but it seems to be, but not sure if it follows you down or what. But you meet Link's bird, then
You meet Zelda.
You meet Zelda, you meet a bunch of people, and then there's this ceremony where it's like a bird flying ceremony where you grab this bird statue, they launch this golden bird out, and Link and 3 other weird punks jump onto their birds and chase after it and try and get the statue from the golden bird, and whoever gets the statue gets to spend a lovely romantic night with Zelda. Pretty much.
And of course, our dashing hero wins the competition and gets to fly around with Zelda. But tragedy strikes.
Tragedy.
Girahim summons a giant tornado, comes up and sucks up Zelda and Link down to the surface. So this is their first introduction to the surface world. Of course, Link has to save his friend. And so where does it go from there?
It goes straight into the Sky Temple, which is the first dungeon, and it's also the dungeon that's in the demo at E3, so the Sky Temple is the first dungeon confirmed. The end of this dungeon, so Link goes through, there's lots and lots of really cool puzzles that detail use of the Motion Plus and the Beetle, as well as introducing the concept of upgradable items. Apparently most items in the game are going to be upgradable, perhaps even multiple times, I don't know. But you go through the dungeon trying to find Zelda. Presumably you've been unconscious for some period of time because she's gone. And at the end of the dungeon you meet Girahim, who tells you that they've taken her by now. She's holy, there's some kind of deeper meaning for her grabbing her, and proceeds to fight you and very creepily tell you that he's not going to murder you, he's just going to bring you within an inch of your life. So you beat him.
Tasty.
Yeah, oh, it's so tasty. He's the creepiest villain ever. He's so creepy. But,
anyway, you beat him, but it turns out Zelda's already either escaped or been captured by someone else or spirited
She's in
away
another castle.
Your princess is in another castle.
She's not a princess though. She's a princess of my arm is getting very tired holding this stuff.
They could in fact pull a Wind Waker.
Muscles.
Oh, I guess we'll see if she's a princess after all.
2 arms. Yeah, we'll see if she's a princess. She may be made princess at the end, I think. Like I think once because I'm trying to figure out how to position this so that I'm comfortable. But I think at the end, I think at the end, when Hyrule and Skyloft have to come back together, or the people have to go down after Girahim has a whole race of he's a whole race of people apparently, and actually either a race or an order.
I guess we'll see.
We'll see about that. But he's not alone.
Sounds eerily like Twilight Princess, where we also had a tribe working in Hyrule, invading, taking over. So we'll see if they're connected. Looks kind of like they're going to be right now, but it's not confirmed, of course. We also learned a little bit about the Skyward Sword girl, particularly that she's going to have the same kind of voice acting that Midna had in Twilight Princess, so she'll speak gibberish.
On the show floor, you can make out some weird babble crap that she just says while she's talking about the beetle. But the way that she speaks is very computer-like, which makes us both think that she's some kind of tool that one of the races, either the people in Skyloft or the people in Hyrule, built for some explicit purpose.
You can also kind of see this from the way her text box appears. It looks like a sort of computer screen, futuristic sort of thing. And there's also a futuristic temple that we got a little tease of in one of the trailers. So it looks like it's all connected. Maybe the Skyward Sword is going to be mechanical in origin. We'll have to see.
Yeah. Other tidbits we found out about Girahim is that he may actually not be the final boss of the game or the most important villain. Yeah, that means that we're back to the Ganondorf is involved here.
More than likely.
And I'm trying to be comfy here, so I'm switching positions. Got to be really comfy with this. Ganon may actually be involved, and you want to say your theories about this and why? Because
Well, this may mean nothing, or it may be a clue.
Or may mean everything.
May mean everything. It's, you know, the way they do things, everything has a slight meaning. But during the opening montage that led into Skyward Sword, they showed off the whole Triforce sort of trio. So they showed Link extensively in the montage of all the other games. They showed Ganondorf extensively again from his appearances in Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, and Twilight Princess, and Zelda also. So Link and Zelda we already know are in the game. But
You have to wonder where the Triforce comes into this game, because the Triforce is not in the bird logo for...
indeed. It's on Zelda's cloak. It's not there.
It's not.
There's
It's
a door.
It's not there.
There's a
It's not on
door.
Zelda's
There's a
cloak.
door with a bird on it in the Sky Temple. Also not there.
Yeah, the
So,
Triforce is nowhere. So
where's the Triforce? Maybe we'll actually get the Triforce this time.
really quick, like you see that you can see the origin of where the bird came from, because the bird in Hyrule's crest is definitely from the birds in Skyloft.
And you can kind of especially tell this because the shield that Link uses is a red bird. His own bird is red, so there's a connection there.
So
as
maybe
well.
maybe it gets like crafted for him during the thing. It's
possible.
We found out why all the different shield. For all of you that's been wondering about the shield stamina meters, there are stamina meters all over this game. Everything you do causes stamina to drop, and then you tire out. If you climb vines, if you swing your sword, you can dash and do long jumps now by holding A. A whole bunch of things, and they all consume stamina. If you fall off on a rope and you're holding onto a rope, your stamina will drop, and then you fall off after a little while. It actually works really well, and they make some really clever puzzles with it. So, but
And you may have noticed with the shield meters, some of them are different colors than others, so this may indicate different weaknesses. And of course, they all have different lengths based on which type of shield. The wooden shield, of course, is the most fragile, and the Hylian shield is the strongest. We don't know exactly what the Hylian shield's weak against yet, but there's definitely something.
yeah, we were told that knowing what hurts the Hylian shield is a spoiler, and you find out what hurts it later in the game. We think it's
Ganondorf's magic
yeah,
balls.
we think it's. Get your mind out of it, Gutter.
Sorry.
No, we think it's magic of some sort. We have no idea what it is, and the guy just wouldn't tell us because apparently that's pretty late in the game.
Yep.
So
We also kind of seen this if you've been following Zelda Informer, but we also know about a hidden siren world which you can access with the Skyward Sword. You'll thrust it into the ground at specific places in the game, and you'll get sort of sucked into this parallel dimension.
reminds me of Metroid Prime 2.
Yeah, kind of like that. It's kind of like a mix of Metroid Prime 2 and Twilight Princess. You'll also be collecting Tears of Light, so it's another connection to Twilight Princess. We don't know
it's stealth,
exactly.
right?
It's similar to Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks in the stealth aspect of it. There are these giant guardians in the realm that you have to run away from because you don't have access to your sword while you're in this world. I think they one-hit kill you, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Oh, I'd hate if they wanted to kill us.
But you can use the Tears of Light to fight them, and it's unclear what exactly happens if you collect all of them, but it definitely does
As
something.
long as you can use the Tears of Light to actually fight them and hurt them,
That's
then
what it
I
sounds
don't-
like.
Then I don't mind, because Phantom Hourglass, they ruined so much with that stealth.
So
and
tedious.
I
But
know,
yes.
it was so... They fixed it in Spirit Tracks, and I thought they learned their lesson, so let's hope.
Well, fortunately, that we know the Spirit Tracks team has sort of jumped on board to work on Skyward
did?
Sword.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh.
So it should be a lot more like Spirit Tracks. Than
That's good.
Phantom
That's a
Hourglass.
good thing. I say that's a good thing.
Let's see, what else did we learn?
And, that was most
the
everything
bulk
we
of it.
learned. Yeah. So we hope you enjoyed these tidbits and glimpses into Skyward Sword's story and potential future speculationisms about things like Ganon being in the game, which we're all super happy about.
Yay!
Yay, Ganon!
So I'm going to commit you to something that you didn't talk about before, but
Oh,
I think
okay.
you guys will want to check out our websites for our own little speculative breakdowns after this. It'll probably come along with this video, so keep an eye out.
Yeah, we'll both have articles up. We've got Zelda Universe even has articles coming. Believe it.
What?
Believe it. Believe it. Oh,
Inspired by Zelda Informer?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
All right.
We'll see. Anyways,
I hope you enjoyed these tidbits.
Yep.
We'll keep our ears out for any other spoilers.
I got them right here. They're not going anywhere. Okay. Done being silly. Triforce pieces for the people of Zelda Universe. For the people of Zelda Informer, do you have a thing to say? You want to say goodbye to people of Zelda Informer?
Peace, people.
Yeah. Triforce pieces. Toodles.